Hello everyone, welcome back to Lindsay's Builds. So we thought we'd carry on with the Castigator. I'll be here for about an hour and a half maximum. So yeah, so we'll go down cameras and we will sort this out. There we go. So as you know, this is how far we got so far. So on this session I'm going to do small detail work. Hello there, Sprue. So we're going to do small detail work today. So we're not working on the tank itself, we're doing little bits and pieces. So let's get this camera down. That's as much as I can get it without getting it in the way. Can't start coughing as soon as I go live. It's all your fault, Sprue. Sprue's got the comfy seat. He's first in the chair. Yeah, cheers there, bud. I hadn't planned to be live today, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, I have to blame you, Sprue. You're the only one I can blame, mate. Like you say, you're the only one here. The only one here. Too much on the brush. Nobody else has found us yet, Sprue. Not yet. Nobody's expecting me, you see. Not on a Sunday. Two viewers, one lurking in the background somewhere. Frankie Howard in. Frankie Howard. Wow, that's a name I've not heard in donkey years. Frankie Howard. And they all carry on. Carry On Films. Lurko. Doesn't hurt to Lurko. At least they're watching. Laughing his head off his arseberry. He driven him away now, mate. Take a while for people to realise I'm here, Spruce, so plus people will be doing other things. Streams are always there for people to watch back. Spruce says that's about right. Yeah. That's like I said, there's always a watch back. Oh, we've got 2 viewers again. Let's get the first coat of this on. It's 3 done. First coat anyway. And we've got Plastic Monkey in, Paul and Sue. It says, hi Lindsay and Sprue. Nice to see you, Plastic Monkey. David Market says afternoon, Lindsay. He also says afternoon, folks. He also says hello, David. Sprue and Glue says hi, David. David Market says hello, Paul. He also says hello, Sue. So we're working on a Castigator today, guys. Bit of Warhammer. So just doing a little bit of detail work. Plastic Monkey says hi, David. So this is quite boring work, guys, so I hope you don't fall asleep watching me do this. Be able to call it the sleeping stream. Should have put that on the title. Instead of Lindsay's builds, Lindsay's sleeping streams. Sprue and Glue says zzz. It's also laughing his head off, and David Markey says zzz. I'll wake you all up when I finish. Get today over with and we're all back to normal. The whole Christmas is over. Finished putting all my decorations away today. Had to take down 3 Christmas trees. Yeah, I bet you're thinking now, why does he have 3 Christmas trees? Well, we have one in the living room, one in the kitchen, a small one, and my daughter has one in her bedroom. And we think about the electricity bill later. I'll dry off a bit and then I can turn it round. David Marcus says, I hope to hibernate this morning, but her ladyship calls and go. Oh dear. So it's always the same thing, isn't it? When you want to lay in, you can't. I didn't want to get out of my bed this morning. The carer was here by 8:45. It's a good job I was up, really. cocktail stick.
Alright mate, shall I see you next time?
Alright David.
You got everything you need?
I have, yeah.
Good man. Take care. Ta-ta. See you off.
Mind she don't bite you on the way out. Okay, Spoon Glue says the bacon was calling, you mean? Laugh out loud, yeah. Yeah, the bacon was calling. It was like heaven, all that time without bacon. And it was like, oh, so lush. Really was lush. It was absolutely heaven. And we've got Jeff and Maggie in. Welcome in, Jeff and Maggie. And he says, good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon there, Jeff. Hope you're well. So is everybody pleased Christmas is over? I know I am. Get back to normality. David Markey says hello Jeff and Maggie. Spoon Glue says hi Jeff and Maggie. Plastic Monkey says hi Jeff and Maggie. We got 6 people in. This is so painstaking work. I spent 8 hours at the bench yesterday doing that aircraft carrier. Still got a bit more to do, but I broke the back of it. It was all photo etch work yesterday. And sprayed it all before I put it on. And touched it up afterwards if it needed it. There'll be an update coming out soon on that anyway. Jeff Light says, yes, Christmas 2025 done and dusted. New Year was a blast. It was a blast. A blast from the past. I'm quite boring where New Year's concerned because I don't celebrate it. I just celebrate Christmas. That's it. We still have a New Year's dinner, but that's about it. I don't indulge in partying and stuff like that. Leave that to people who like to wake up with a hangover the next morning. Catch up with the chat in a minute. There ain't no chat, so that's good. Got 8 viewers. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, this will only be a short stream. An hour or an hour and a half, one of the two, no longer. So okie dokie. Let's do the other side, the other side. I'm surprised Apple's not appeared yet. Probably having a siesta kip. So what you guys been doing this weekend anyway? Not sure when I came on stream last. Oh, it was Christmas Eve, wasn't it? No, it was after that, wasn't it? Dunno, can't remember. Been to bed since then. David Barkey says, only good part of Christmas is the cake. Yes, can't beat a bit of cake. Jeff Light says, caught up with some of our personal friends from around the world. Oh, that's good. That's nice. As my sister would say. can't say it as good as she does. I just spent Christmas with family really at home, and then yeah, I did a couple of visits out, but not all day visits. Spruce says, Lindsay, did you know there's only 355 days to Christmas? Laughing his head off. I'm counting the days. Jeff Light says, was that a putty cat walking around just a moment ago? Lindsay, no, that was my dog. She's mooching around. I'll have to go see if she wants to go out. So, no, that's Roxy, mate. That is. I don't have cats. Ooh, no. I'm not a cat person. Just give me a minute, guys. Let's see if the dog wants to go out. It's mooching around. Do you want to go out? Come on then. Come on. No? We'll get up here then. Come on then, up here. Come on, I know you want to get up here. Come on then. Up. That's it. Okay. I've got the second coat on. First coat should be dry. Hopefully she'll fall asleep. Jeff Light says, oops, sorry Roxy. It would be a big cat if it was, Jeff. Definitely be a big cat. What's them cats called that's got the flat faces? Can't remember the name of them. They're big. huge things. Flat faced cat sprue. Sprue and Glue says Roxy won't go out, it's too cold. No, it's too cold. Jeff Light says I don't blame us, Sprue. Sprue and Glue says flat face. Yes, cat. Cat. There's a name for them. They've got flat faces, like bit similar to Roxy, but they're really furry, like fur balls. Sprue and Glue will be here googling it. Sprue says I'd call him shovel face. Yeah. They do look as though they've been hit by a shovel. Got 9 people in, welcome in. I wasn't expecting too many today anyway, because it's just like a random stream and there's no notification thing. So Sprue and Glue says Persian, Himalayan, sometimes the British short-haired or long hair. Okay. What's those things called that's got no fur at all? They look like rats. Look like total rats. That keeps Sprue busy, won't it? Sphinx cats. I'd call them stink. I'm definitely not a cat person. They don't like me and I don't like them. Simple as. Jeff Light says, nope, can't be doing with rats, nope. We've got Jacob Appleby 3069. It says, what kind of tweezers are those? They lock extremely helpful. Do they lock in place? Yes, they do. They're quite good tweezers, actually. You can buy them online. Yeah. Just press on them to open them, and then they lock back in. They're quite tight, actually. They're quite good. Got a few pairs of them. They're not expensive, quite cheap. Spoon Glue says, hi Jacob, they are reverse tweezers. Yes. Jacob says, thank you. Jeff Light says, hi Jacob, and welcome in, Jacob. If you live in the UK, don't get them from a pound shop because they're rubbish. Okay. We've got Mr. Dorcasaurus in, Mr. Coffee and Punts, and he says, hello peoples, hello there Dorca, welcome in. Jeff says, hi Dorca. Ron Hepman's also in, welcome in Ron, and he says, hi Lindsay and all in Jutland. Jeff Light says, hi Ron. Here Ronnie Riggy. How you doing Ron anyway? Jeff Light says hi Ron. David Markin says hello William. He also says hi Ron. Spoon Glue says hi Dorca and Ron. So now we've got a few people in. 12. We'll have the 3 Bs, shall we? So, what's in your belly? What's your choice of beverage? And what's on your bench if you're working on your bench? Today I've had bacon butties. Dobby's favourite bacon butties. So what you guys had in chat? Spill the beans, guys. Spill the beans. 12. 21 in. Wow. So for those who's come in and you don't know what I'm working on Warhammer 40k, Sisters of Battle, Castigator. So that's what I'm working on, guys. I need copper now. It's not quite dried up yet. Still got some life in it. Jacob says painting some Megan bees right now. How long you've been painting for? I'd say on Warhammer probably about a couple of years now, something like that. Spring Glue says I might go and have some Toms on toast in a bit. No worries, Spring. Yeah, I've been doing Warhammer for about a couple of years now. If you take a look at my channel, you'll see what kind of Warhammer I do. There's quite a bit on there. Quite a bit of Warhammer. It was only supposed to be a bit of fun doing Warhammer, and I got hooked. But I don't play the game. That's the only thing I don't do. Jeff Light says, with a sprinkle of gated cheese. Sprue. Got to have sprinkles of cheese. Can't beat cheese. Cheese, grommet. Gone down to 16 now. People are passing through. Sprue and Glue says always, yeah. Jeff Light says grated. I have grated cheese. Grated cheese is nice. Mr. Mark's Mods is in as well. Hello there, Mark. And he says, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Mr. Mods. Nice to see you. Jeff Light says hi Mark. Sprue and Glue says hi Mark. David Barkley says hello Mark. Mark's Mod says hi Jeff and Maggie. And he also says hello Sprue, and he also says hello Dave. Says hello Dave the Rave. Keep up with the chat as much as possible, guys. I am trying to concentrate here so I don't make a mess. Last thing we want to do is make a mess. Jeff Light says tea, coffee and chocolate wafer are required. Be right back. Mark's Mod says belly today was homemade spaghetti bolognese. Bench is my new 3D printer and beverage is tea. Oh, he's playing with his new 3D printer. Is it working out okay, Mark? Is it doing what it's supposed to do? That's first coat. So, it's going to be a bit blurry. Okay, I've got CJ in Chorbiton Junction. He says, hey Lindsay, Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you as well, Chorb. It's nice to see you, buddy. He also says, hey everyone. Mark's Mod says, not unboxed it yet, but it's huge. Mark's Mod says, hello CJ. Chorbiton says, hey Mark. Yeah, don't leave it as long as I did, Mark. Complete year before I took it out of its box. I think that must be a record, I think. Somebody buys a 3D printer, a filament printer, and it stays in the box unopened, and I mean unopened, in the cupboard for a whole year. And I still haven't used it yet. I bought some filament wire over Christmas, but I still haven't used it. Mark's Mod says hello, CJ. CJ says hi, Mark. Mark's Mod says going to do a live unboxing. Ooh, very posh, Mark. Very posh. David Markey says hello, Tony. Sprue and Glue says Happy New Year, Jobs. Jobs Injunction says hey, David. He also says hey, Sprue. Mark Spud says no, Lindsay. We are all not as bad as you on that one. Laugh out loud. I'm terrible, I am. My son, a few years ago, he bought me a brand new airbrush, and that sat in its box, still in its wrapper for a complete year actually. I opened it the same day it came, a year later, only because I had to, because my other one broke down. But I'm now glad I have, because it's probably one of the best airbrushes I've ever had. I don't feel the need to rush into things and open them, not unless it's a kit. Damn. I'm gonna have to put black in there now. Too watery, it's filled the hole up. Never mind. Just have to stick some black in it. Mark's Mod says, yes, Lindsay, but you are quick to open Warhammer. It barely leaves the shop and you're into it. Yeah, I'll open it on the way home. That's how hooked. That's how hooked I got. At least one thing, Mark, I haven't bought any Warhammer for a while. So that's that one. That's the first coat on that one. Using a size is this 5.0 brush to do this, really thin. So how's that layout coming, Job? Okay. Mark's Mod says, in a while for you, Lindsay, is a few weeks. Time travel, you see. Apple says, were my ears deceiving me? Did I hear Mark say he was considering Warhammer? Well, I'd be. No, he won't buy Warhammer, mate. Spring Glue says, Lindsay, we all know when you have new Warhammer, we hear your hobnail boot going ping. Apple says, afternoon, Lindsay and Sprout, and Mark and Tony. Welcome in there, Apple. Mark's Mod says, Warhammer is not for me, Apple. Apple says, never say never, Mark. No, never say never, mate. Hope you're getting yourself psyched up for Wednesday night, Mark. Two weeks of gallery. Jobson Junction says, hey Apple. Spruce says, hi Apple. David Market says, hello Apple. Mark's Mod says, hi Apple. Apple says, hi David M. What's for dinner tonight? Mark's Mod says, we have a Warhammer shop in our town and I have never gone in it. Well, yes. It's like Apple says, never say never. We thought JC would never do Warhammer, but now he's hooked as well. Reckons he isn't, but he is. He did admit he was, actually, then tried to reverse it. I find painting Warhammer is very, very therapeutic. God, that's a big word, isn't it? Therapeutic. My daughter would be amazed at me of saying that word. I should say, Father, you speak properly. Come on, don't start getting the shakes now. Sprue, you're not got a voodoo doll there, are you? Let's try and catch up with this job. Mark's Mod says, I have done 2 weeks gallery before you have. David Markey says fish and chips in the air fryer last night, so I think I will have faggots tonight. Is that the brains faggots? Athel says Mark, Warhammer do great tanks, aircraft and airships. Athel says, well, as I had boar burgers last night and coleslaw, homemade chips, I'll be heating up what I could not eat last night in fresh baps, David M. I think everybody's ran away. It's only gone back to 9 again. I don't mind, it gives me views. Oh, sod it. Painted a bit there I shouldn't have done. Concentrate, young man, concentrate. Spoon Glue says I tried it, but it backfired. Apple says, have to admit, since buying an air fryer, I've never seemed to use my cooker for any meals. Okay, we've got Static Model Mayhem in. Welcome in, Static. And he says, Apple, no decent ship models though. Following Ghost says, morning everyone. Morning, Following Ghost. Welcome in, Following Ghost and Static. God, I lost my bearings here. I'm not going to get this all done in an hour and a half. That's for sure. So don't forget, we're back with the PPM stream this week, 7th. £7 PM till 9 PM, guys. quite looking forward to it actually. We've had that Christmas break on it. How we do it for time? Alright for a little while. That's Apple says, hi Static, well there is the Imperial Navy, but you're right, there is none I've seen. David Markey says, definitely Brains Twin Pack, there is only 2 places I can get them. Mark's Mod says, hello Static. David Markey says, hello Ghost. Apple says, hi Ghost. Mark's Mod says, morning Ghost. Spoon Glue says, hi Static and Ghost. Static says, hi Lindsay and everyone. Welcome. Following Ghost says, hi David, Apple and Mark. David Markey says, hello Static. Following Ghost says, hi Sprue. Sprue and Glue. If you're enjoying the stream, guys, please put your thumbs up. It'd be much appreciated. I'm just going to fill those in, I think. So, see if there's any more new chat. Okay, I'm not sure where I am in the chat here, so I'll take it from here. Following Ghost says hi to David, Apple and Mark. David Market says hello Static. Following Ghost says hi Sprue. Jeff Light says hi Ghost. Jeff Light says hi Static. Sprue and Glue says, as I have 2 thumbs, where would you like my other one? Laughing his head off. Dear oh dear. Dorcosaurus says laugh out loud. Laughing his head off as well. Well, I never, guys. I never. Then we'll get this first coat of copper on these stacks, and then I think that'll take us to our time. Soon gone by, isn't it? Chip, 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 bip, bip. Mark's Mod says, hi Dorker. Dorker says, hello. Hello, people. So how many of you fell asleep yet? It's a good job I ain't got music on as well, innit? You'd definitely fall asleep. You know, I was watching some YouTube videos, well, tried to watch these YouTube videos the other day, and I thought, I'll watch that. It's like shipbuilding and stuff like that. Ships and aircraft carriers and wooden ships. Wow, my God, the music was horrendous. It was loud. It was like, some of it was like heavy rock, some of it was boring, nearly sent me to sleep. I mean, you can only be subjected to that kind of thing for so long, can't you? I ended up turning the sound off. I hate to see build videos with music. Or you'll get that AI voiceover. Dorcas says, hello, David. Mark is falling asleep. Jeff Light says, Mark, are you streaming this evening? Mark's Mod says, yes, Jeff. Jeff Light says, cool. Oh, it's the part where it's, is it the part where it's light, Mark? You can stick the channel in the chat if you want. I don't mind. Stick the old stream in, mate. If you suffer from insomnia, just watch my stream, then you'll fall asleep. Mark Smart says, yes, Partworks Live. So there's the link to the stream for Mark's Partworks Live with the Nexus. So click on it, push the notification bell. Don't think I'll get time to do the other one. Have to do the other one off stream, put the first coat on. Okie dokie. Well, it looks as though we haven't done a lot, but it's all kind of like very delicate work. It's kind of sticky tongue out work. Okay, so we've got that way, stick it that way, that's it. So we've got those done. It's well out of focus, I do apologise guys, it's well out of focus, but yeah, that's all the gold done on them, on the scrolls and hinges and stuff. That's had 2 coats, so that's that. They are finished. All I've got to do is just paint the end of that, paint that red with a little white stripe around the end of it. And as you know, we got the little flare done on the guns, on the gun, both sides of the flare. And these are the smokers. 2 of those done, the smokers. And we have put the first coat of copper on 3 of these. These are the stacks. So that's took an hour and a half just to do that. So I'm gonna go up camera. Static says, good job, what gold paint are you using? It is a Citadel paint, and it's called Retributor Armour. It's a base layer paint by Citadel. So that's Retributor armor. Apple says, looking at the tank I see something missing, and by that I mean every straight edge doesn't have an edging in a brighter dark grey. Something missing. The missing is the guns off the side, because I decided not to use them, and I haven't done the highlighting yet around that. Spoon Glue says, Lindsay, I sent you a message. Okay, I'll look at it in a minute. Following Go says, looks good. Static says, thanks. I'm not even finished doing the tank yet. It's not finished. So, okie dokie. Jeff Light says, coming along very nicely, Lindsay. Thank you. Mark Smarts, you see, if Lindsay sets up his 3D printer, you will be able to print your own Warhammer for free. Mark, can you go to Sprue and Glue's channel and put his live stream in the chat ready for tomorrow? If you could do that for me. I think he's already put it up. I think he has anyway. So if you have a look. Okie dokie. So I'm going to go cameras up. David Markey says, looking good, Lindsay. Thank you very much. Just waiting for that link for Sprue and Glue's live stream tomorrow, which will be 1 p.m. Because Sprue and Glue is now back streaming on a Monday. So there we go. So Mark's Mods has put the link in. That's Sprue and Glue's live stream tomorrow. So press on that and press the notification bell so you'll get notified when he goes live at 1 p.m. So he'll be back regular now on a Monday at 1 p.m. Sprue and Glue says, thanks buddy, you're very, very welcome, mate. So all in all, thank you for coming in. Sorry it was a little bit boring, but that painting goes that way. Apple says, oh, poor Roxy's sleeping her head off. She is, mate. Yeah, she's absolutely, yeah, knackered. So yes, so you got Sprue and Glue tomorrow at 1 p.m. Then on Tuesday you have JC Bricks and Builds. Wednesday, I'm not sure whether Scott will be streaming. Not sure. You'll have to take a look on his channel. Then we have the PPM Wednesday night, 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. With the gallery. So I think that's about it for now. So could be Ross in the meantime. So look out for Ross, Scale Model Ninja. Mark Smart says, bank holidays are over, Roxy, back to killing delivery drivers. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, so thanks for joining, guys. Thank you very much for those who popped in, even those that was popping in and out. There was about 23 people at one time just popping in and out. That happens, people do that. Yeah, so if you've enjoyed the stream, guys, please put the thumbs up, be much appreciated. And anybody that's not subscribed to my channel, please take a look. Lindsay's Builds, and I don't just do Warhammer, I do quite a selection of other stuff as well, like building ships, tanks, sci-fi and all that kind of thing. Static says, thanks Lindsay, keep up the good work. Yeah, thank you very much, Static. Mark's Mod says 17 thumbs. Good job, everybody. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very, very much. So yeah, if you take a look at my channel and yeah, and you like what you see, please subscribe and push the notification bell. Be much appreciated. So all in all, I'm going to stop gassing and we'll see you all soon. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.